Hunting Mathew Nichols.
Showtime.
You have no idea. I know less about my brother now than when we even started this whole thing.
And so whatever I find, I'm okay with because I'll have gotten to know my brother better.
I could be saying that name wrong, guys, but who knows? I'm gonna be honest, guys. If you're not into slow burns, if you don't like psychological thrillers that don't hold your hand, this is not gonna be the film for you. It's slow, it builds tension. If you need that constant action horror, this is definitely not for you. But from here on out, guys, full spoilers ahead. Guys, this film dives down into what it takes to move on, to get closure from losing somebody and just having unanswered. We all are into cold cases and stuff like that, serial killers. We know what it takes. We see what people go through, and we all kind of suffer from depression in some way, or we've all experienced a loss. So this is no different. We meet Tara and her film crew. They go back to her town in Vancouver, essentially a 20,000 person town where everybody knows everybody helps out everybody, which is really good. But it just adds to the mystery of how these two boys, Matthew and Jordan, go missing in the woods that they grew up around all their lives. They grew up in it. They know their way around the woods. It just doesn't make sense. A lot of unanswered questions. But in doing so, in doing this, like for her, rather she's trying to make something out of it, become famous, whatever this case may be. She is seeking closure. She needs answers. She needs to know what happened to her brother. And as she's going down this journey, she discovers a lot and maybe more than she intended. She finds out the cops are keeping things. She actually finds out there's stuff left out in the report, that there was a cabin, that the tape that was found in their camcorder, because Matthew and Jordan are big time, like not big time, but they want to become filmmakers and they're obsessed with the Blair Witch Project. So in doing so, they're doing their own shot for shot version of the Blair Witch, but they're doing their own local legend of, I believe his name is Roy Morrison or something like that. Essentially, this leader starts his own religious commune in the woods, separated from the townspeople, and in doing so, nobody really hears from them. One day on a full moon, he comes down to the town covered in blood, speaking gibberish, almost speaking in tongues. They get afraid of him. They chase him back to his commune, and in doing so, while they're spying on him, they notice that the whole town that he's converted is missing. He's the only one left alive, or and just like the only one left in general, that he's almost animalistic, covered in blood, and maybe even eating human flesh. Who knows, guys? So in doing so, they go down this rabbit hole, Matthew and Jordan, hunting for this, like basically the truth, and finding a way to summon him. Now, y'all know from when I did Psycho Killer, I'm just done with the satanic thing. I don't know. It's not that it's not interesting and that I'm not invested in it. It's just that every time I've seen it done, it's just not to its full potential. It's not entertaining. It's just like over the top and fucking boring. I'm just tired of seeing it. This one focuses more on like ritualistic kind of style. I wouldn't say exactly satanic, but it has something to do with the dark arts in the woods. Maybe this religious commune was witchcraft, who knows, and they summon something. And in doing so, as Tara's going down, she actually witnesses what actually happened to her brother, but they kept it a secret again because they didn't want to induce mass panic in this town. It's kind of like what they do to us now in days, guys. They test us with these little things like the gas shortage or introducing aliens that are real to us, and they just kind of sit back and see how we take it, and we just keep failing them over and over again. So I'll be honest, I was upset that they did that, but I kind of see why they kept it from the townspeople, because we just, as a group, we just can't handle a lot of shit, guys. I'm just being honest. So Tara kind of doesn't can't handle it either. She's going down this rabbit hole. She's blaming everybody. She's seeking answers. She wants to know what's going on, and she's getting mad. And as the film goes on, you kind of see her deteriorating. She's becoming skinny. She's becoming pale. She's kind of like almost being like the life is getting sucked out of her, while figuring out basically that she really didn't even know her brother to begin with. She has more questions. She has more questions now than before she started. It's insane. But she goes all out. She's like, I have to do everything to know that he's actually really gone, hunting him, summoning him in the woods. And then this is where for me it kind of goes off the rails because I feel like when she goes and summons whatever, for some reason they go to the area that they say the cabin was, but they say they knocked it down. Nothing really happens, but she gets like a signal in the middle of the night and goes and actually finds the cabin in a different location. She summons Matthew, and it's actually not Matthew, and we get this whole thing. Like I was even accepting like the Wendigo kind of like our Native American, because they Jordan's family looked Native American, and they kind of like introduced like, not, I don't want to say magic, but like how these people are in tuned with nature and the like the body and how everything works. So they're kind of already like implemented like there's a world behind the world. So I was like, okay, we're gonna get this kind of like Native American folklore, this urban legend, something that's gonna go on. And I really don't understand this legend, if it is a legend, but it seems like these people, their eyes are gouged out and they're pale and they're living like they're forest people, and I don't know if they're eating people or killing people. I don't know what the situation, but you kind of see them, and you see them in the capacity that people saw Roy when they first saw him, that he was howling at the moon and yada yada yada. I don't know. For me, I guess maybe just because I was behind the tension, because I like Skinamarink, and I feel like that's what I'm gonna be real, guys. Seeing all that I've seen and being older, going back and rewatching the Blair Witch, that movie, it was not scary. I remember having to throw up the halfway of it because it was so shaky. So it was kind of nice to see that it was like a freshly done, like the camera was clear for one. God damn it! Thank God for that. That it was documentary style. The camera wasn't totally shaky. It was like on a stabilizer or something like that. But I like the clear shots that it got, and I feel like because of the Skinamarink, that's why I was so behind it, because it just built this tension. It made you feel like something was gonna happen until something actually happened. And I get why it fell flat, but I don't believe that it was like totally an ass movie. I just feel like it was a great idea that could have been done, executed better. But to each his own, guys. Again, if you like Skinamarink and stuff like that, something that builds tension and like makes you feel like something's there, to even like something that makes you squint your eyes, something that makes you focus on it, and builds like your childhood imagination to make you think something is there. I'm all for those movies now, guys. But let me know what you thought about